Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 31-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw taken in by Conquo.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Throwing Nix.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Here's Nix. That's going to be caught. It's the rookie from Clemson.
And He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
And able to get this to the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 8. Nix to the air. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Nix from the shotgun.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
Flush to his right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. That's complete right around the 8. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down.
Now it's Nix. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good.
Seahawks 7, Patriots nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Mendoza. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this complete to Mitchell. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. To throw, here's Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He's going to let it go again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Takes it to about the 37. Second down and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. To throw is Nix. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
For the point after.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Patriots 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And the Patriots first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Complete. This is Mitchell. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Operating from the gun. Nix. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. McCaffrey running up the middle. Down to about the 22 here. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Nix. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Back to throw. Mendoza.
A short one there, caught by Warren.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run to the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Lewis Seed. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Nix escaping the pressure right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Right back to Mitchell here.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Back to throw. Mendoza. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Warren.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mitchell. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. With now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Jeffrey Simmons now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now up to 14.
31. Seahawks 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New England, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.